Hey, you guys. So this is, the second part of the last video I made since it cut off by accident, and I kind of forgot exactly like where I stopped at the point that I was making. But to begin, before I even move forward, um, I kind of want to give you guys a little story or about my experience, one of my experiences, or like some of it. And I'm not gonna get into like too much details, but I'm kind of going to, not even kind of, I'm going to be kind of in the surface only. And and this is just for anybody out there that can relate, because I know a lot of people like wondering like, okay, um who is this girl who just like start posting on and making videos just out of nowhere? Like, where does she come from? Who is she? Or like, even all people that knows me might be asking themselves like, well, she she just on the internet, just like, just doing her thing, and she really like came out all unexpected. Like, what happened? Like, who is this person? Like, she's not who I thought she was, or like she's not. And trust me, I understand. Okay, I understand, because I'm kind of like diverse. I'm kind of like all over the place as far as like my energies, and I'm still trying to like be able to balance them, to be able to work with them. But you have to understand, like, we all change. Okay, we all change. We have a time period, throughout time, and I'm not gonna give the number because I haven't like looked more into it to trying to find out myself. I don't want to be misleading, but we have a period of time when we change. Okay, just like a child, like when he becomes a baby and then he grows up and grows up, there's a time period for all of us. Even as adult, we might think like, okay, well, we adults and we don't grow. Like, that's why you age, but when you age you don't notice. And there's an exact point in time where you actually, you know uh, 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 get into that new person that you are, that new body that you embody. Like, it's that simple. It's just like a snake. It has a time to where it shreds. Oh, shreds, is that the word? I don't know, but anyways, to where so it changes. you know just like a butterfly, it has a period of time where it change. Or like a caterpillar, it changes to a butterfly. And we all do that. We all do that, more often than you can even think about, that you can even know. So not only is that one important thing to understand, that we all change. Okay, we do. But also that um we cannot stay in the same mindset. That's not, your belief will change or will add up as far as you keep growing. Okay, like, it is, that's just how life works. That's just how the universe is. Like, it starts small and then gets bigger. It's like like, you know what I mean. So another example I can give is like, and I don't like to use the example of like school, whatever, but you start in kindergarten and then you get to university. But the things you learn in kindergarten were different than the things that you learn in university. The things that you learn in university is different than things that you learn in high school. That's the same thing with life. Okay, so we all change. All things change. All things in life is constantly changing. It's all about changing. Okay, it's all about expansion. And some people kind of like don't want to change and don't want to expand and just want to remain, where they at. And that's okay. That's cool for them. But, it's not the way life is, you know. And, but anyways, so, um, I used to, I've been through a lot. Like, I know, like, a lot of people can tell, and a lot of people can say, like, okay, well, I've been through this and I've been through that. And then it's like, okay. And then when somebody else tells you they've been through a lot, it's like, okay, yeah, I've heard that before. Okay, you've been through a lot, so what? It's like, okay, now what? And it's like, I don't dismiss anybody' experiences, okay? I don't think that because I've been through something, you know, worse than somebody else doesn't mean that their experiences matter as much as mine, you know? Just because somebody else, experienced something much, worse than me doesn't mean that my experience don't matter as much as theirs. Okay? All our experiences matter to each one and to ourselves. Okay? So we have to understand that that's where comes the the want to understand somebody, to have an understanding. Okay, when you understand that everybody go through certain experiences in their life and it matter as much as yours. Okay, so you can relate to others. Okay, just because we're different, and yes, we are different, because a lot of people like to say we're all humans. Okay, well, all animals are not the same. All plants, all trees are not the same. All clouds are not the same. Okay, all dirt are not the same. Okay, everything in existence, all stars are not the same. Even all planets are not the same. Okay, so all humans are not the same. We may carry the same title as far as human beings, and we might get lost in the color spectrum of like black and white and brown and yellow and whatever. Okay, but that's not what makes us. You know what I mean? That is not what makes us. Because if you lose this body, this vessel, okay, that you have, you will find something else. Okay, you will find something else, and that will let you know that this body was nothing but an addition of what you already are. Anything in life, anything that's around you is an addition of who you actually are. Okay, so I been through a lot, and I'm gonna say it again. I've been through a lot throughout my life. Growing up, you know, as a child, as a teenager, and as a young adult. I've repeatedly gone through experiences, and um, growing up, I kind of had to become more mature, I guess you would say, than my certain group age that I was surrounded by, you know. And I was still like, having, experiences as a child, but I was also in a state of being to where as though I had to think, I had to be strong, I had to be mature, I had to be wise about the things that I was involved to. I don't know it's because it was my personality then, or it's because of the experiences that I've had that pushed me to become that, but that's what happened, and that's who I was, and that's what I am, and that's who I am. And throughout growing up, just being you know, in the different state of awareness, and then moving into a new world, a new state, and having different experiences that was so unexpected, and kind of just had a toll on me and my, expansion, and I was hindered a lot, and it wasn't fun at all. It wasn't fun. Any experience that people go through is not fun. So any bad experiences that people go through is not fun at all. But I've moved past it, and I've realized that those experiences that I've had, they have helped me to. They were all pieces to put me to the path that I'm on right now, to be where I'm at right now. That's why I don't live in the past. I try, not even I try, I forget about the past. Not that I forget, it's where as though I just put it in the back corner. Like, I just put it, I kind of like, it's like I have a desk, in my unconscious. That's like where I just throw all the things that, that no longer serves me, that I no longer need, towards the when there comes a time where I need to reminisce and get back to that, to kind of, understand that, to add on to what actually going on in the present self, then I can go into that and tap into that. But as far as like it, I kind of don't dive into it too much. I let it, not even, I don't even dive into it as much. I kind of just let it go, okay? Because it's the past. I live in the present moment, okay? Sometime in the future, sometimes, okay? But I live in the, mostly in the present moment. I try to, you know. And yeah, so being in this new country, this new, state, or this new world, this new space where it was foreign to me. Um, and I didn't actually have like the best upcomings as far as like, my experiences, here. I had some good experience because we all have some good experiences, but I have mostly bad than good. And that's because I didn't have like a support to help me with that emotional part of myself, because and actually understanding that. And yeah, so um not only that, but also me kind of removing myself and going out to have my own experience, because I didn't feel like I was fitting or that I belonged. And I always knew that, like, even when I was back home, I never felt like I truly belonged to my age group, other people, the other kids that I was around, you know. And even here, like, it was hard. It was hard for me to make friends. Like, even when I had made friends, I wasn't truly myself. I was kind of like pretending to be this person that I wasn't. And I found myself learning that, for me to have had any kind of relationship, I had to pretend. I had to hide behind who I truly was and what I was truly experiencing, so I can be welcome, I guess, in a circle or in a space where I did not belong. And that's the thing with a lot of people. We put ourselves in spaces that we do not belong for the sake of being, or for the sake of experience. And that's not truly what it is. Like, there are spaces where you are meant to be so you can have the experiences you are meant to. But once you get lost in the experience, that kind of adds on to something that truly you didn't have to be added on to. That kind of plays out as something that hinders you, or like keeps you blind, or whatever. So yeah, so that's the space that I was in, like, throughout my life, actually. And when I was myself and trying to discover myself and experience life, I experiences many, I experiences different, like, experiences in a short period of time, also. And I would not want to relive those moments. Trust me, I do not. And I'm glad that it's past me. Whew, you know. And it's crazy because, like, as I speak, I'm just like thinking of those moments. It's kind of like, damn, And I kind of and then I'm just kind of like proud of myself and happy with myself. Like, I truly am. Like, for how far I've come and how much I've pierced through to get to where I'm at right now. I had to do the hard things and let it go of things that I didn't want to let go of, that I was feeling comfortable with, that I loved, that I cared for. But those things weren't the best thing for me, for my spiritual enhancement, for my mental, emotional enhancement, or success in any kind of way. It wasn't. It wasn't at all. And it was the hardest thing to do, but it was a necessary thing for me to do. And by me doing that, it led me to this present moment, because I had to learn how to do that with every single thing that wasn't for me, or that wasn't good for me, that wasn't helping me at all. And when I say help, I'm not talking because, yeah, I did receive a lot of help physically, but as far as emotionally or mentally or spiritually, I didn't receive as much help as I needed or that was required for me to be able to get to where I'm at or to even go beyond where I'm at. I'm still working on that, but I'm there. I'm close, okay? So I'm basically there already, but I'm kind of like right there. But no, like seriously, it's been a journey. It's been a wild ride, and it still is. And I'm kind of, and I know that the experiences that I've had it so soon. Like, I've had it so soon that it's given me a whole amount of time to be able to accomplish so much that's gonna help so many, but also help myself, because that's the point. Like, you can help as much people as anybody. Like, I am like, you can be like a guru and help everybody, but if you don't truly help yourself, you're not going to have any benefit into whatever it is that you're doing. And it starts with you first before it starts with anybody. So that's kind of where I'm at. I had to let go. I had to understand and actually, you know, get, go within myself, because a lot of people run from experiences and how we truly feel and expect other people to fix that for us, or help us with that, when it starts with you. You are the key. You are, and I even hate to sound all preachy or anything. That's not, and I find myself always coming to that, but that's the energy out that I work with, that preaching energy. Like, but it is what it is. Like, I'm just here to share my own thoughts and based on my own experiences, and like, I'm telling you, you are the key to unlocking your truest potential. And I know you some of you have heard this out there already, and but it is true. You have to work. Your mind has to work with your subconscious and your unconscious. I'm telling you, you have to work with all parts of yourself, and you're doing that by truly going within and going diving into those deep waters, those deep thoughts and feelings and emotion that you carry, that you have, and cleansing those waters, and then diving back up and moving forward, because those waters are rotten, are polluted, and that is what just keeps mixing with all the waters that you keep producing, and also messing it up and polluting it also. And the more you go with that cleansing yourself, cleansing your internal, pollutions or emotions that are kind of all plugged up and stuck and just dirty and just all messed up, that you're trying to avoid because you think it's going to be hard work. It is hard work, but it is necessary work, and you won't go nowhere until you actually accomplish that. And man, like, it's amazing. It's like the outcome of it. Your it's amazing. It would allow you to move forward, and accomplish anything, anything you put your mind into. Okay, nothing is gonna be handed to you. You have to. You have to invest in yourself before you invest in nobody else. Like, you can allow yourself to be put into a state of, feeling like you owe anybody anything, or or feel because that's another thing. Once you start to focus on yourself, it's gonna be harder, because there are gonna be people, places, and things that are gonna come into your life to try to make you feel like what you're doing is wrong, or like what you stuck up, or like make you feel guilty for your choices when you know better for yourself. You clearly know better. And for your peace, okay, for your expansion, do not allow anything to stop you, okay, to hinder you, because it is so worth it at the end. I'm telling you, it is so worth it. Like, there's no other word. Like, that's all I'm gonna bring for today. I have to get back to my works, and I just want to tell you guys, I just want to tell anybody that's listening to me out there, like, you are the key once again. Like, truly understand that you are so much than you think. You are so powerful that there's no other words to describe how powerful you are. You will truly know once you dive in, once you understand, once you feel. Like, even the words that I'm using are not really well to describe what I'm trying to say, but it's all about resonance. If you truly understand what I'm saying beyond my, you know, beyond what I'm saying, you will truly understand. And like, yeah, I'm gonna be in the future. I'm gonna be putting or showing you guys like what I've been doing in more details to help me on my journey. But again, like I always do, I don't like to share until I've seen results for myself. So I will do that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace and love.